Hi everybody, Coordinator here. I was going to make an instructional video on how to set up the CO2 system that I have running. I've been letting this run for probably about 4 days now. So as you can see, I had to cut back a lot of my tank. I cut a lot of the swords, I cut all the beard stuff out, anything that had beard on it. I pulled plants out, cleaned and snipped roots. I did a full water change on the unit. I vacuumed the gravel. Everything's looking good and nice and clear right now. So tried making a video yesterday. It was just too long, and I uploaded it. It takes forever. So sorry if I'm shooting through this today, but I'm going to start with this. When you get your CO2 regulator, I started off at 20 as your output pressure, so you would turn this dial here to the right. Before you even get it mounted onto the tank, you do have a stepped seal like this. The step part, the small part of the step, is going to go inwards towards your regulator. The bigger part of it is going to be right up against the nozzle of your tank. And of course, before you hook this unit up, and it's only the one nut to spin on here, you're going to crack your valve first, clean all the dirt out that may be sitting in there or dust, so that you have a good seal when everything is good. So what I've done is I've just cracked my tank after it was gone, plugged in the regulator, set my output pressure, filled this up with olive oil, or not olive oil, I'm sorry, mineral oil is what I'm using in my bubble counter. And away we go. If you can hook up an air stone, people, you can hook up one of these. It's fairly straightforward. The box this came in didn't really give me the instructions on which way to put this stepped washer, so if you look inside there, it would make sense, you know what I mean, if you put 2 and 2, but I work with this type of equipment, acetylene and welding torches and things like that, so I'm used to working with regulators. I was going to do the instructional video, like I said. I just, you know what I mean, I'm going to rush to this video today and explain some of the problems that people are having. Planet Tank Fan had a problem with his tank when it was the solenoid kicked in. You're getting a rapid succession of bubbles. And I'll tell you why, folks, this is happening, because you're not thinking that overnight time this depresses and there's no PSI buildup inside here. And that has to occur first before it builds resistance within the line to push against your bubble counter. And then if you would let it fill up, let it get pressurized so that it will overcome your air stone, or what I have here. I got a ceramic disc. So it takes quite a bit of PSI to overcome that disc. So when that PSI builds up, and I don't know how much it's measured in here, but when it builds up in your line, then you're going to notice your bubble counter is going to slow down to what you set it to. Now this has been running on and off every day, so every day when it first starts up and there's no resistance in the line, the bubbles will come out in a rapid succession. And they will keep doing this until it builds up enough pressure in the line, and then you have that a little bit of back pressure acting upon it. Your bubble count is going to slow down. I've never had to touch this needle valve, and every day it does the same thing. It starts up in rapid succession, and then it slows down, and if I time it, it's going to be timed to exactly what I set it to. As long as your output pressure does not change, or anything doesn't change within the regulator, that's what's going to happen. And a lot of you guys have gone and modified your regulators already without even thinking about this. To anybody that's done that, I really don't know what to say, other than I wouldn't have tampered with it first. I know there's not much information on there about it, and nobody really has anything, but that's exactly what's happening. Is you're not waiting for this PSI to build up in your line. Your bubble counter will slow down to what you set it to. And I'm sorry if I'm seeming rushed today or rushing through this, but I wanted to get this explained to you guys. And I know a lot of people are having problems with their equipment, and they're blaming the equipment, and I would like you to give this a chance first to see if it is your regulator. If your regulator doesn't slow down after you build up, you could have a hole in here too, and it could be, leaking out somewhere else, so you're not building that pressure, so you're having inconsistencies in your bubbles because you don't have that sealed line. Now I have mine interrupted here with a check valve. That's just so water doesn't come back. But at night time this line depresses, nothing comes out, there's no CO2 within it. It takes about 12 minutes for this line to get charged before it starts coming out of the ceramic disc. And every day, like I said, the bubbles will start rapid, and as soon as it builds the pressure within your line, they're going to slow down. And for some of you guys that have modded your regulators, try to put them back maybe to what you had them set, and maybe give this a try, and this might help you. I hope this does make sense, because that's exactly what I thought was happening before I even set up my system. I noticed people were having this problem. They're having problems with the paintball canisters, and you guys are buying good regulators. They're made by good people. Milwaukee's a good company. I've used a lot of their equipment, so you know what I mean. They know what they're doing. These things have been tested, and it's what they're designed to do. So if you want to go back to the drawing board and put everything back to the way you had it and give this a try, please do. If you're happy the way you modded your system and it's running for you, then you know it's working for you. But I have my bubble set as 1 bubble per second. My output pressure is 20, so I wanted that so that my solenoid valve, when it kicks in and out, it kicks in nice and crisp. It kicks out nice and crisp. So I'm not having any issues with it. It's timed. I have it to turn on 1 hour before light, and I have it 2 hours off before light ends, before my light cycle ends for the day. So it's going to come on at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to go out at 7 o'clock at night, and my lights turn off at 9, so it will use up whatever CO2 is left in the water. And then, of course, when the lights go off, the plants will produce their own. I hope this helps you guys out with some of your problems. I know I had to rush this video, and I'm sorry about that. I'll try to slow things down a little bit, and after I have this running, like I said, I wanted to do some videos probably every couple days or so you guys can see the growth. This has turned out really green. This looked pretty hideous 4 days ago. It was brown. Things are starting to perk up and green. Everything's getting nice and green again, and I'm not getting any beard algae. I'm actually getting a reduction. It's starting to turn red, and when this beard stuff turns red, that means it's dying out. When it's healthy, it's more green, like that stuff up there. But I have a good feeling about this, that it's slowly going to back off, and I'm not getting any more growth on my plants as of yet. So I will keep you guys updated, and thanks for watching my video today, and hopefully this answers a lot of your questions. If you have anything else to maybe troubleshoot or ask, or if I can help you out, then you know, send me a video or a request or whatever, and we'll go from there. Anyway, thanks guys for coming up. Ciao.